and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Adam Wolf, and this is Final Fantasy XIV Fridays. My face looks scrunched because I'm in a hoodie. Completely forgot to turn that back up. Let's go back to 50% here. There. Now it doesn't sound so bad. In dead silence. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Tonight, well, we have spent the better part of the last couple weeks working on our botanist. I still haven't finished it. We're at 86. And it's just going to be a lot of grinding to finish it up. That's the sad part. Is that we've pretty much kind of come to a standstill. I looked up how to, you know, level up these job types. And luckily I already had some of these, but there are these scrolls or manuals that you can use to increase your experience for 18 hours or up to a certain amount of XP, which some of them are different depending on which versions you get. However, this one, anything above level 80 is halved. The effect is halved. So instead of 150%, it's like 75%. Which is still quite a bit of a XP boost, but only goes for a maximum of 2 million XP points, and well, we can get that in just a couple of leave quests. But that is quite it's a, I mean, you know, again, it's a grind. So really what I'm thinking is probably go with, let's see if we could do some raiding here, because we still have better versions of this gear to get. 8. Let's go to solution 9. Feels like it's been a while since we've been here. And I still can't do the quests that are in Tuliolal until I hit level 90 with one of those jobs. So, yeah, we've got quite a bit to do here. We got the light, heavy, hollow gear, which we don't need. We need... not this. Right? This is item level 720. Which we have. Okay, we need to go here and talk to her, where she has the augmented variants of the gear we have, which we need. So obviously we need to have these. Okay. Which, in my case, I have the Neo Kingdom Index, which I definitely need to replace. But he doesn't have any weapons. That's where I got the Neo Kingdom. Okay. So I need the Quetzali Chronicle, but he doesn't have it. Is it other? It's not other. Oh, here's the weapons. Okay. I need 500 Elegant Tomestones of Heliometry plus a universal tombstone, which I believe we get from here. Right here. And I need 4 of these light heavy hollow blades, which I only have 2. Once I get one of these, then... Oops, currency. Yeah, we're not even close. We only have 111? Damn. Really? Hold on. Weapons. Yeah, I need 500. Jeez, dude. Well, looks like we're going to be grinding out some more tombstones of heliometry again. Great. Here's item level 730. Wow. Okay. And then we get these Cloud Dark Demi Materia. What about Valagamanda? This is 710. 710. 725. Wow, it's actually still better. Oracle Totem. This one's 735. So then why would I go with the Cloud of Darkness when that's only 730? Futures Rewritten. Sublime Curiosities. What? Oh, we got some items for this. That's other. I don't know what those are. Anyway. Oh my god, it's a costume. So we go Futures Rewritten. That's even better. But I need to figure out where I would need to... even better? Intelligence 628. This is all gear. Oh, I see. This is all weapons. I'm an idiot. Alright, so that's just weapons. Queen Eternal is also weapons. Yeah, so I'd have to go with Futures Rewritten. Zeralja. Okay, that's all accessories. Oh, I see. They're all different item levels, though. Well, even this is still better. It's 710. Well, I guess, yeah, as a weapon, it is better, technically, because I only have a 700 level. Alright, so we're gonna have to... Yeah. There's a lot that I'm not doing. It's only 10. Well, we haven't done dailies in a while. Might as well do this then. Why not? We got to get to 500 anyway. Which, the weekly cap is what, 425? 450. So, if we do the cap, we'll have enough. We then just need to get some universal tombstones. Or just one, I should say. The augmented variants, though, that's item level 730. Oh, okay. So there's just like a myriad of... There's just like a myriad of like gear that you can get. And I guess it depends on... Oops. Stop it. Stop it. Oh my god. I guess it depends on... I guess the bonuses you're looking for, the stats, which that I definitely am looking for. But like, what about this? Or maybe the Cloud of Darkness. Intelligence, direct hit, Vitality, critical hit. Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's basically what I need. Yeah. Like, it does, And then we got the augmented versions of the gear as well. But again, there's determination. And I always forget what I need. But I guess it depends on what you're trying to go for. And it's just like, hey, here's all this nifty little gear that you can get. There's different ways to get it. Direct, crit, well, obviously there's going to be intelligence on it, but there's crit and direct hit. Determination, direct hit. Spell speed, direct hit. Crit, determination. It's all just random. Crit, determination. Oh, it's every other one. Determination, spell speed. Determination, direct hit. Crit, direct hit. Determination, spell speed. Yeah, just change. Like it's kind of going back and forth. Oh, and then we got all this stuff here, which I don't know. Do I? I don't think I have those accessories. No, I got this. That's it. I need new accessories. That's the problem. Yes, he doesn't have access. Oh, there they are. Yeah. See, I completely forgot that all this was up here. So, there's all the accessories that I'm missing. Three, 6, 9, 12. 1,275 plus 75 is 150. So 1,350 is 300. So 1,675. Right? Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, it's a 1,600. No, sorry. 75 plus 75 is 150. It's 1,500. Sorry. So even just to get the accessories, that is quite a buttload of these. Well, it's definitely a few weeks, a few weeks more to get just the accessories. I should have been doing this instead of working on my botanist, but last couple weeks, I kind of just wanted to chill. Now, kind of, actually, yeah. We got to get back into the action a little bit. Hey, Matthew. Yeah, I mean, here, again, this is just something that I've never done, I don't think, in an MMO. World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XI, Final Fantasy XIV. I've never been at the end games. I don't know the grind. I didn't know the grind was this real, man. Like, it is real in this game. They cap it off, and I'm sure it's real in any MMO, but like, they cap it off at 450. That's the thing that really just kind of kneecaps you, essentially. Because you have to get the weekly cap, and then you have to stop. And you got to wait 7 more days. Well, in my case, it would only have to be waiting until Tuesday, and I could do it again. But again, I do this once a week, so it would literally be, I'd have to wait 7 more days to get the cap unless I wanted to do it, like, I don't know, after stream during the week or something like that. But it is real, man. You know, I forgot to add the chat on screen for this setup. I don't know why. And I don't know what's taking so. I could have swore that maybe 7.2 would have been out by now. It's really strange that 7.2 isn't, like, hasn't come out yet. I think they might have mentioned recently that it's coming soon, but I don't know. All I know is that it's taking a long time, because 7.1 didn't take very long to come out. But I genuinely think we need to focus up again. We got to get the augmented variants of this gear, because I like the way this gear looks. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know what the other gear looks like. I suppose I could look. That's weapons. Cloud of Darkness. So, like, say, for example, try that on. No, all right, what about the chest piece? Chest piece pretty much... Whoa. That looks sick. I don't know about the open chest part, but I mean, it looks sick. I'm sure all of it together probably looks cool, but it's kind of looking a little gay, I'm not gonna lie. Like, they went a little flamboyant with it. The gauntlets are sick. Man, it's been a while since I've actually... It feels like it's been a while. It has. It's been a couple weeks. It always seems to be this one. It's hilarious. It's been a couple weeks since I've actually done some combat, so... It might be a little rusty. Or maybe it's like riding a freaking bike. I know the Japanese love being a little bit embellishing on their costumes, you know. I admire the artwork, but for men, we really shouldn't be wearing stuff that is that revealing, I guess would be the word. Save the revealing stuff for the ladies, you know. And keep in mind, I still haven't put any materia in my gear yet, so I think that's another reason why I wanted to try and get my botanist up, because in order to do materia myself, instead of paying an NPC to do it, I need to get my classes up. Disciple of the Hand, more specifically, but Disciple of the Hand is nothing without Disciple of the Land, so unfortunately. Healer's got to pick it up. Tank was below half health there, which is not great. Wow, somebody dunked on that thing. The hell, dude? This thing got shit on. Dude, finished him. If I was going for cosmetics, I probably would have needed on that, but I'm not right now. Didn't realize there was that many enemies still left. Just scrolling through, I was thinking I was just gonna need to target the big guy. So, bowling tonight was actually quite good. Quite good indeed. And first game was a 201. Second game was 200. Third game was 181. So 4 points below my average, but that's okay. It's really not that big a deal, I suppose. The first two games were 200, so... I'm trying not to burn my summons, because I completely... There we go. Damn. Yeah, he got shredded, dude. I think it might be the Gunbreaker that's in our team. He's probably... I mean, no, that's obvious, I think. Just because of the fact that he's the only other DPS. Damn it. Moved out of my range. Oh no, it just ended. Never mind. I've been really thinking about possibly not going back to League next season. Not because I'm disappointed by, you know, my performance or anything like that. I do think it's kind of shitty that they did like a mid-season reset, kind of like you would see in, I don't know, Apex Legends or like any kind of ranked live service game. They reset mid-season everybody's rank and stuff. That's essentially what happened. And my team has been at the bottom ever since, even though we were like 4th in the first half of the season. So it's kind of shitty. But It's also, there's a couple factors. The first major factor is that it's expensive. Like, it's only 20 bucks a week. I say only. It's 80 bucks a month though. And this isn't even like a high price league. Like, there's some leagues up in Saratoga that are $25 a week. You know, 200 bucks a month. No, sorry, 100 bucks a month. Sorry. I mean, that is just 100 bucks a month to bowl. But the other thing is also the fact that I don't know why I keep going for those. I don't need that gear anymore. The other thing is that, you know, during the spring and summer on Fridays, the reason that this stream during that time doesn't start until like 8 o'clock, it is simply because of the fact that I like to go to the park if it's a nice day and just kind of, you know, have a nice relaxing brain reset away from technology and all this other crap. And then there might be times during the spring or summer, if like on a Friday night, I wanted to maybe, I don't know, go out to dinner. Maybe make the choice myself to go bowling, you know, instead of, you know, being obligated to. You know, I've been dedicated to the league, you know, for the last 2 years. And I don't mind it, you know, it's something to do with my time. But, you know, I do like the idea of maybe on a Friday, you know, going out to dinner and just having a nice evening, as opposed to going to bowling and then, you know, coming back here and doing this. I don't mind doing this, obviously, but the bowling thing is like, you know, I love the game, but I like to also decide whether or not I want to go bowling, or maybe instead of bowling on a Friday, I want to go to maybe the pool hall with Meech. You know, let's shoot some pool. Something like that, you know? Dude, the healer's not healing the other DPS. Not very well, anyway. Ow. Didn't want to do that. Crap, I touched the outside. No! Yeah, that gunbreaker does a lot of damage. Oh my god, the tank. Dude, this healer is just living on the edge here. Give it to tank. You know, so I miss I miss being able to do those things, because I did do those things. You know, in the off season, every once in a while, I wouldn't do the stream. I didn't really have the streams like I do now. But there might be some Fridays where it's like, you guys won't see a stream on Friday evening just because I want to go out and actually have a life. Even if it is just by myself, you know, it's like, I don't mind going to, there's a place in Clifton Park called Sakebon. It's excellent food, Asian cuisine and whatnot. It's also hibachi, but I'm obviously not going to do that by myself. But they have a nice bar and everything. And that's good food. Saigon Springs is also really good. I haven't been to Saigon Springs for dinner yet. I'd like to see what that place is like when dinner's the main event. But yeah, like going to Trick Shots, which is the billiard hall, and you know, just shooting some pool and drinking and having a good time. I like doing that stuff. Just little things like that. You know, doing bowling every Friday. It is having a life outside of this. That's not saying that it's not, but it's an obligation. And I want to be able to give myself the freedom to do what I want. Like I said, if I want to go bowling, then I have the freedom to do so. I'm not obligated to go bowling. I just thought that if I like the idea of a league because it's consistent, you know. But in my dumb brain, I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna like work on trying to become pro, like I've always wanted to be. The problem with that is that it's very complex. You need to, the only things that I fully understand is you need to maintain a 200 average, which, yeah, I mean, my highest average this year so far is 192. So I got close, but to maintain a 200 average, you need to be bowling 200 every single week for all 3 games. I got close this week, but I'm still not that consistent. And of course there's fees, which, okay. But the biggest issue I have, which doesn't make any sense to me at all, is that in order to do a lot of tournaments where you could get recognized, because that's what a lot of the pros do, is they do tournaments all the time. You have to be a part of a team. You have to have a team of people that you want to be, you know, that you have to bring with you. And then it's just like, it's really confusing, really convoluted steps to putting that team together. And I'm just like, but I mean, and it's funny because even the pros are part of teams. And I'm just like, but you're a professional bowler. You're usually bowling 1v1 on TV, usually. The team stuff isn't as common. It does get televised, but not as common as 1v1s. You know, so I'm looking at this like, why the fuck would I need to be on a, like, I don't want to be on a team. I want to do solos, but there's no such thing. You have to be a part of a team, and then you can do solos somehow as a part of the, I don't know. It's really strange. The whole thing is weird. And I'm like, just the fees alone would be enough to not allow me to do it anyway. Plus, you know, if you do get to that point where it's like you're good enough to be considered for amateur, which is USB-C, then, you know, you'd probably have to travel, so on and so forth. So, yeah, it's not something that I can do now. if I had the ambition when I was younger, I mean, I did. I loved bowling. But at 15, I was pulled out of it. What the fuck is this? It's a level 50 trial. Holy crap. I don't remember this one. Oh, it's my favorite battle music, though. I was pulled out of it when I was 15 because I had bad grades in school. And, you know, rightfully so. My parents, they wanted me to have good grades. And most colleges, if you're going to go for sports, they'd want you to also be a scholar as well as a athlete. So, and I just hated school, mostly because none of it interested me. The general education stuff didn't really interest me at all. It was predominantly when I got into college where I really started, obviously, I started being far more interested just because it was something, I was doing things that I wanted to do, not the things that I had to do. And when it, thanks, made me run right into it. You bastard. I'm dead. No, I'm almost dead. When I went to Schenectady Community College, that one didn't make much sense to me because I was going for music and it was required of me to do my general education courses again. And I'm like, that literally doesn't make any sense. That has nothing to do with music. English, math, science, none of it has anything to do with music. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna not bother then. And so I went to ITT Tech where math and science would make sense if I had to do them again, which I had to do math. And being that I was at a tech school, the science was pretty much taken care of. I don't remember having to go through English class, but I might have. But, you know, going to college and just being like, oh, yeah, you got to take your gen ed classes again. That was so stupid to me. I went to college to do what I wanted, not what I had to do. So, you know, but I went through it. I got my degrees, and now they're useless. And that's a whole thing. I've said that a million times. But if I had kept up with my grades in school when I was in high school, my parents would have obviously let me stay on the bowling league. And really what I should have done was I should have joined the bowling team in school. Instead, I went for football because I thought it would make me popular. Because I'm an idiot. I love football, don't get me wrong. I love playing it. Lacrosse was a big one for me too. Up until junior year in high school when the coach gave me an ultimatum. It's like, you either do the musical or you do this. You can't do both. It's like, you can't be a reasonable human being. He was an asshole, so it didn't matter. I chose the musicals. So I really should have just joined the bowling team in school, and that would have actually circumvented my parents taking me out of the league at the local bowling alley. Possibly. Because they let me do football, they let me do the musicals, they let me do lacrosse. So if I had just said, hey, I can still bowl, I just got to join the bowling team in school, which I think the average that you had to maintain for high school, for scholastic bowling, I think it was like 150. And in the local lanes league, I had like a 153. So at like 15 years old, which was pretty good. I mean, I'm only at a 185 right now, and I'm 38. So 153 is pretty good for a 15-year-old. But I didn't think like that, and that would have actually gotten me more into it, and I probably actually would have been able to understand how the whole system works, because I genuinely don't understand. I was reading this paper for like a tournament that was being hosted at the bowling alley, and it was at a different bowling alley, but like it was a paper that they were showing there. It's like, hey, you want to sign up for this? And I'm reading this thing. I don't understand any of the rules at all. None of it makes any sense. And I'm like, what about if I just want to do it by myself? Like, I just want to go 1v1s. And it's like, that's not how it works. You have to be a part of a team, which means Dimitri and I would have had to find, I think we had to have a total of like, whoa, Kefka. We had to have a total of like 6 people. And I'm like, where the fuck are we going to find 4 more people to actually want to bowl with us? It's not like they just provide people for you. And it's like, we don't know 4 other people that would want to bowl with us in a tournament. We know 2 other guys that maybe, but they weren't even, like, guaranteed. So. Needless to say, I love bowling, and I like being a part of the league, but I don't want to be obligated to it. I don't think I have the time to do that anymore because there's so many other things that I want to do. And I should have done it like when I was younger, but I didn't really think about it, so. I'm halfway decent at the sport. Just wish I could be better. And I wish if I didn't do this, I would absolutely dedicate all my time to doing bowling. It'd be my extracurricular activity, but, I mean, I've got my streams. For me, these days, I'm playing video games and stuff, but I have started doing other things on stream, like cooking and singing and, and, not being in a league, if I do go bowling, then, I might be able to do, okay. Okay, so we have to stand in the spot? I'm so confused. I don't remember ever doing this one. If I want you guys, some of you guys have expressed interest in seeing some bowling content on here. I'd like to do live streams, but probably best to do videos instead, just because live streams would be very difficult if they don't have good Wi-Fi, which most bowling alleys don't. Oh man, I am so lucky I was standing on the right side. So, if I'm not in a league, then I don't have to worry about whether or not I can ask other people in the league, hey, do you mind being on camera? That sort of bullshit. So, I'm just going to stand where everybody else is and hope that it's the right move. Because I don't know what the hell's going on here. It's a good thing I was near him. I mean, it seems like one good thing to keep in mind is just stay near Kefka, I guess. Damn it. I don't know how to read that. Okay, that's aiming right there. So yeah, I can, I could have the freedom to just, record myself at the bowling alley and hope that nobody complains. Do we have to stand in this one, or what do we do? Okay. I just went where the guy with the triangle on his head went. Do we stand in the thing? I don't know. I guess we did. Okay. So when it's a question mark, you stand in it. When it's not a question mark, you stay out of it. I'm guessing. You have to turn away. Ah, yes. I saw that giant eye and I'm like, oh, wait a second. Dude, nailed it that time. I love the fact that they got Dancing Mad as the main fight music for Kefka. It only makes sense, obviously. It's where it came from. He's done. Wow. I actually didn't die once, which is great. Oh, I already have it. Okay. Damn. Need on that. And the rest of it, I don't really care. I don't know what it's for, but whatever. Okay, that was the normal raid. The Alliance raid is the larger one, but definitely going to need the 50. Only a 5-minute wait. It seems as though the only thing that would actually take time to find, I think, is usually the leveling. And definitely the main scenario, which there is only one of. If I did the main scenario, it's another 50 at least, but man, it takes forever. But don't get me wrong, I do wish they did more main scenario things, but I mean, if they know, and they do know, that nobody likes it, why keep it in the game? Why bother? Nobody likes it. Nobody likes doing it. It takes too long. You know, so I don't know. It's weird. All right. I think we'll get groups after we're done here. After people finish being in the cutscene or whatever. A lot of food dedicated to my gathering. Let's do determination, vitality. I don't need piety. Spell speed, vitality, determination. I'll use that one just because it's the only one. We are in Alliance B. I've been thinking about a lot lately Final Fantasy 15. I've been listening to the OST. I never did any of the episodes, which was obviously just, yeah, I should have done them. And of course Final Fantasy 16. Wait, am I joining an in progress? Because one of the guys said, damn, everybody dipped. But I stayed. Oh my god, dude, where's the healing? Our tank died immediately. What happened? I mean, light party. Did somebody leave again? Yeah, somebody did. I really wish people would stop doing that. I don't know how long these people have been doing this, but it'd be nice to know that, you know, I'm here and I can just finish it up. I'm just looking for the 50. I'm just glad to know, like, I don't... Maybe it's not these types of raids that are the ones that are traditional, like, really long raids. You know, I remember, like, World of Warcraft or even Destiny 2. You know, those raids are legitimately raids where they take possibly many days, many hours. Oh, I wasn't sure what was happening there. What the hell is happening? Oh, right. I thought that was this one. It's dependent on where it's going to land. Oh. Oh, I'm so glad I actually got away from that. One of the tanks died. Or maybe it doesn't matter. Ow. I took a lot of damage there for some reason. Maybe it doesn't matter if we destroy those hourglasses. Those basically just determine how many of those ads spawn in. I have a feeling that's probably what it is. I knew I should have stepped on that damn thing. My shield wasn't enough to fucking save me. Damn it, dude. What I was saying was, I'm glad that this game's raids are predominantly not like that. They can all be done within a reasonable amount of time, and they have a reasonable amount of difficulty to them if you're not familiar with them. Wow, two pieces of gear that I could have needed on. That's one thing that I like about these raids is that simple fact. And there's multiple different kinds of raids. There's the normal raids, which are really, you know, just a trial. We literally just did one. It's essentially what it is. It's a harder trial. And then you've got these alliance raids, which are the actual, like, big raids with more people. And then you've got, I think, those other raids. And then you got the harder versions of each of these raids. Plus you got those other raids in that other menu that are, I think, those might be the real raids? Like the ones that take a long time to do or something? I don't know. It's weird. There's a lot of stuff in this game. A lot of amazing stuff. Somebody seriously just used the limit break? We'll look at it after we get out of this one. I'm curious about it myself. Because I think the raids that are on... Because I can't go to the menu right now because I'm already in a raid, but they have their own special, like, tab. And I think those are those types of raids where they take multiple days or hours to complete. You probably should do it with your, you know, own free company. But even that first boss was still far less... Oh, wait. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm so confused. What do I do? I don't know what that was. But I survived it. What was I saying? Oh, even some of these earlier raid bosses are far less complex than the dungeon bosses that I've had to deal with in the, you know, in the newest expansion. Some of the dungeon bosses are ridiculous. Oh, never mind, it's gone. See, that's why I never really try and fight the ads, because, like, somebody's always gonna just defeat it before I even get a chance to cast a single spell on it. It always seems to happen. I'm always too late to the party, and somebody already ends up killing it. Man, they're really trigger happy on that limit break. Right on the edge of that one. That's 3 pieces in a row that I could have needed on. And again, if I was going for, you know, cosmetics and stuff, I totally would. But look at how quickly we're just clearing these guys out. We only have 3 more locations to go to. I'm guessing middle. Yeah, this is my group. Okay. I was like, I'm guessing we're just gonna go left to right ABC. But I was just assuming. It only makes sense to me, but that's just me. Nope! I'm not gonna get knocked off already. Fuck that. I think it's best just to stay near him. Fuck it. Nope. Okay. You're such a dick. Ow. Okay. I remember this guy. Yeah, one of these days I am definitely going to revisit Final Fantasy XV, at least to do the episodes, different stories. The Gladio story, and all his friends there. Arden, I think is the antagonist's name. Can't remember. I don't care what anybody says, man. I actually didn't care what anybody said back then. You know, people were shitting all over that game. I thought it was fantastic. The ending made perfect sense to me. You know, minor confusion, but it really wasn't that bad. And I'm like, I looked up maybe a very simple explanation of it, and then that was it. And I was like, oh yeah, that totally makes sense. Dude, I'm second in my group on damage on this guy. Nice. Probably because some people died, I think. I think I saw some DPS die. There's 2 more DPS that died right there. I think I moved. Are we going to save up three bars of limit break for the last guy? At least. I don't know how that didn't hit me. I'm actually really surprised. I walked right through it. Boosh. I ended up in second place, I think. On the damage. Dude, another pair of boots. Damn, if I was trying to get this gear, totally would have been geared up, possibly. Why did it do that? Freedom is within our grasp. The Cloud of Dark... Ah! That's the name of that gear set we were looking at. But this is like way back at level 50, so... Maybe they just got some inspiration about it? From here? I don't know. Okay, so if I get that on me, I gotta walk away from the group. As, of course, you usually do anyway. I wanted to get there to help him. He's the only one there taking a hit. Yeah, there's no food for you. Wow. Those are big ones. See what I mean? Simple enough mechanics to where it's super understandable. Back in the day, I probably would have thought this was complex, but I never made it to this point, so... I'm guessing that's what those were for. It was to beef her up. Do we... Yep. There's no way she's already almost dead. That's no fucking way, dude. Yeah, she is. Wow. She was a lot easier than I anticipated. I'll give it to that white mage because she's skimpy. Do I have this? I do. Pass. I guess. I don't know. Nobody else wanted those, obviously. I still haven't looked up what to do with those things. Okay, let's take a look. This is what I'm talking about. Oh wait, no. This right here, the raid finder. So obviously this is the Savage variants, and then you've got these other ones here that I don't meet the requirements. That's obviously a souped up, it looks like a souped up version of Sven's Burden, which is one that we've done already. But I'm just not entirely sure what, like, Savage means it's just really difficult, but purpose, duty completion, or practice. You have first phase and final phase. obviously I'd want to do duty completion. The duty complete option is only available for previously completed duties, which we have. The duty completion option is only available if the weekly reward has yet to be obtained. Practice phase selection does not entail the actual skipping of phases. If the registration period overlaps with the weekly reset, registration will be canceled. If 1 to 4 members has already received the weekly reward, or if a member logs out or disconnects, the number of rewards will be reduced. No coffers will appear in 5 if 5 or more members have received the reward. So, interesting. And then I still have 2 yet to unlock there. We got the Jade Stoa, which I don't even think I've done ever. I don't even know what that is. Are they... Well, they'd have to be raids, wouldn't they? I mean, I haven't even done the extreme variants of this yet. Got Everkeep, Warcore Lador. Haven't even finished this stuff yet. So, I mean, it's really... I don't know if I'd want to do that. I think I just farm this, though. Yeah, because that's 50 at a time. We literally run that only a handful of times and you're good to go. I forgot completely. I say a handful of times. You get 50 each time. Currency, what are we at? We're at 175 this week. And we need 500. But yeah, there's the raid finder, so these are a little bit different, the way that you run them. Limited jobs can participate only in a preformed party, meeting party size requirements, or an unrestricted party, and if duty rules allow. 1 to 8 players, 2 tanks, 2 heals, 4 DPS. Unrestricted parties not allowed. But it makes me wonder, that says Unreal. Is Unreal a difficulty above Savage? Because that's my only thought, is that, yeah, it probably is. Well, why don't we go ahead and just farm this. It's probably why it's only a 5-minute wait time for this one, because everybody's doing that. It's the easiest one out of any of the new ones. And it's 50 each time. So... And if you got a pretty decent, you know, other DPS, you kind of just blow right through it like we did with the Gunbreaker there. I think I forgot to lower the filter on this. I don't know, it's right. Got to turn down the contrast though. That's better. But see, this is where I'd want to, why I wanted to work on my botany and stuff like that, because I'm always doing something. There's always something happening. Whereas with this, we're kind of just sitting here most of the time waiting for it to pop, which it's been pretty good. The average wait time has really been not even close to 5 minutes for the most part. There was one that had an average wait time of 10 minutes and it popped in 2. So, you know, it's being pretty good tonight, but overall, something like this, like I've said many times before, just like with Elden Ring or something like that, games like that and activities like this require a lot of time, and it would be better if it was something that I did off camera, so that way we have something to do within 2 hours. Which is why I've been saying, like, I'm surprised that 7.2 hasn't come out yet, because, well, that's more story, and I'd like to do that kind of thing when we're here on stream, so that way the 2 hours is filled with a lot of, you know, maybe a lot of story or a lot of something to do. But even the botanist class has gotten to a point where I have to basically just grind out lead quests or, you know, different activities, and at least until I get to level 90. Then I can come to Tuliyollal and actually do the quests related to level 90 Disciples of the Land classes, which will then hopefully last long enough or give me enough XP to bump me up all the way to 100. Getting hit pretty hard there. Got a Bard as a second DPS. Uh-oh. That's bad. Tank, please. Tank, please. Take it off me. Good lord. I didn't hit it that hard. It's funny because when I got my gear, I don't know what in my brain, I knew I wasn't finished, but for some reason, something in my brain said, you need to take a break. It's been literally like 4.5 months. It's literally been a month and a half, and you've grinded your way to victory here, getting the gear that you wanted, and for whatever reason, that was going through my head instead of the fact that, oh, you still have to get the accessories, you still don't have the best version of this gear in particular, even though there's now I know that there's so many other types of gear, though they don't differ very much from each other in terms of their stats. They're just style at this point, I think. But it's like, you're not even done. You know, I'm sitting here thinking, man, I just completely didn't realize I still have all the accessories, which I, again, keep forgetting that those tabs are there when you're talking to the vendors. They each have their own multitude of tabs. And that's, as we already calculated, is going to take another 1,500 tomestones. Which, again, weekly is only 450. So it's not even 500. If it was, then it would only take me 3 weeks to get the amount that I need. But then again, we can only cap off at 2,000 total. So it's just the constant. I mean, no. 1,500. That would work, yeah. So it would be 3 weeks to get the amount that I would need for all the accessories. Which is doable. Obviously, we spent all this time getting this gear, and that was a hell of a grind. That was a month and a half worth of a grind. I'd say I did pretty well, you know, in a reasonable amount of time. But I mean, that's... I say reasonable amount of time. A month and a half is a month and a half. You know, it doesn't change. You know, I couldn't do it any faster because you can only get 450 a week. Which again, I say, why these limitations exist, I'll never understand. Like, we love the game enough that we're willing to play it no matter what. We're willing to play it for hours on hours on hours. Because it's something we love to play. So why would you hamper our progress by imparting limitations for no reason whatsoever? We're willing to grind for hours to get this gear, and yet they're just like, nope, you can only get 450 a week, and you can only have a total of 2,000, and even though you need like 5,000 to get all the gear you want, it's like, motherfucker. So, it just doesn't make sense to me. They see it as a tactic to be like, oh, you gotta come back next week. And it's like, we're gonna be playing the game anyway. We're already playing the game. Why you gotta try and incentivize us to come back? Like, just let us get the gear, and then we'll have fun raiding instead of spending our time not raiding and grinding gear the whole time. Just seems a bit silly to me. And, like I said, all MMOs do it. I just never understood why. Because I asked Jeremy, and I was like, when we were on our way to the Comic-Con in Saratoga, which, I still have to put that video together. I know, story of my life. I had asked him, I'm like, do you remember that even being a thing in World of Warcraft? And he's like, yeah, it was. And then he reminded me of all the different currencies that we used to have to get for different types of gear. And I'm like, oh yeah. So I did experience some end game in World of Warcraft, but it was more or less the lower end variants of the end game. I never actually was a part of a guild or anything that was like super into raiding or anything like that. Wasn't really interested in being a part of a guild because it's a lot of work. If you really want to be a part of it, you basically have to be playing that game and only that game. And, well, you guys know me. I don't. I'm just not the one game kind of dude. What can I say? Sometimes I wish I was. I've mentioned it many times before. I really wish there were times where there are times that I wish I was a single game person. Something like this. This is an MMO is a forever game, essentially. It can be. As long as the servers are running, you can keep playing the game. Well, and as long as you're paying for it. But as long as the servers are running and you're paying for it, you can keep playing the game. And with this game, it seems like there's never-ending content. It eventually ends. Eventually you will have done everything, but it takes a while. As we are finding out. Because imagine this. I get all the gear for this class. We're basically peak summoner. Well, I still have like almost 20 other classes to work on. So, it basically never ends. Now, of course, granted, over the years, I've been kind of, like, my attention's been pulled a lot in many different directions. Sometimes I'd be like, oh, man, I want to play this class this week or whatever for a little while. Which is why some of my classes are. But yeah, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11 Disciple of the Hands and Land classes. And then you've got 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Wow, I actually said 20, but yeah, basically 20 or 30 classes to level max level. I think minus the Blue Mage. The Blue Mage has a level cap, I think, of like 50, which is sad. You know, it's a weird thing that they did with the Blue Mage. Doesn't make any sense to me, but it's basically a limited class. So it has a level cap separate from the main game's level cap. And the other weird part is that you can only play with other blue mages in parties, which doesn't make any sense to me either, but I'm sure there's like a lore reason for that or something. When I played Blue Mage back in the older games, I don't remember there being a limitation lore-wise. But I think it has something to do with the way that they work. They can only really work with other blue mages because like they feed off of each other's energy or some shit like that. I don't really know. Matthew, the Blue Mage is not gay. Don't be ridiculous. It's just blue. And woke. It's a blue-haired Karen. Dude, that tank got hit. I kind of had a feeling the tank was new to this one. But it's like he... Uh-oh. DPS down. But he shouldn't be new to tanking, that's for sure. So... That guy's gonna die. Get out of it. He was not paying attention. Ooh, man. The healer was so lucky. He actually was really low there. My voice is still not 100% from being sick. Like, I'm not sick anymore, but my voice is definitely... still gets tired a little bit easier. Or I should say fatigued easier than it was before I got sick, so... Still not back to 100%. I mean, I'm still clearing my sinuses most of the day, which is really annoying. I'm so glad I put my shield on myself. I think the tank was the only other one in that AoE with me. I will say this though, doing these, grinding out like dungeons and stuff, definitely makes time go quite a bit faster than gathering tree branches. Dude, the timing is every single time, dude. Ow, thanks, bro. Thanks for doing that to me. Oh, you went to the wrong one. The hell? Is that a war? I don't remember that being a warrior thing right there. Just, you fucking just fast traveled to the enemy or something. Not sure why I started with Titan. I don't know how this bard is like ahead of me. And well, okay, in groups it really depends on who, like who's focusing what enemy, because he was focusing down these enemies more than I was at the beginning of the fight. He would have more damage on them, but like I swear to God, if this bard is ahead of me in damage in the final fight here, I need to understand how he's not doing a ridiculous amount of damage at this point. Are we waiting for the tank? Like, what's going on? Because if he was doing a lot of damage, then those enemies should have died a lot faster than that. Okay, I guess we're just dancing. Why are we dancing? I don't know what that was about. That's bad. That guy's definitely new. That guy's definitely new to this one. I was just gonna say, like, he hasn't died yet, but we're going back and forth. It's like a pissing match between me and this guy. It's gonna hurt. So I guess me and the Bard are relatively even in damage. Because, you know, he's definitely not doing more damage than me, and I'm not doing that much more damage than him. Bro, you're the tank. You're supposed to be... Alright, now you have to come back this way. There goes the Bard. And now I could basically just do nothing the rest of the fight, and I'd still probably end up in second place. Well, first DPS, I should say. Because I'm the only other DPS, obviously. Second place means I'm top DPS. Obviously. Not really the right time to do the limit break. Did we even get 2 bars? That's right, Bard. Stay back here by me. I know what I'm doing. Tank should not be... What? What is up with this tank, dude? You're the tank. You're supposed to be in his face, man. What are you doing? I mean, he can't hit him from over here, but the boss can hit the tank from over there. I guess that's okay. He's still focusing down the tank, but like, the tank can't really do anything from there. He can't do any damage or keep his attention. It's very odd. Like, he's seeing me and the Bard over there thinking, oh, I have to be over there too. It's like, no, you're the tank. You're not supposed to be over here. You're supposed to be the one taking a hit. I'm gonna get healed. This fight's going on a little too long here. Get out of here. Jeez, dude. I'm gonna give it to the healer because he was working his ass off on that one. Well, that one was a bit, well, as a new player. The Bard was definitely a new player. The tank, I'm not sure what the hell he was doing, man. I don't know why he was doing that, but he might have been new to that one as well. We all start somewhere. But yeah, that was a bit odd, to say the least. To see the tank come to the other side, I'm like, what are you doing? You don't belong over here. I don't blame him for wanting to get away from the damage, but I mean, you know, it's kind of his thing. He's supposed to be over there. It's just funny. But anyway, that's gonna do it for me tonight, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate your time and attention as always. I know these streams are late, but it's Friday night. We should all be hanging out anyway. And I still had fun. I mean, you know, it's been a couple weeks since we've done any combat in this game, and I am looking forward to getting all of the accessories for this gear set, as well as actually getting the full gear set, getting the tome or the grimoire that we need for it, and then finally on the track to upgrading this stuff to the augmented variant. So then we will truly have some of the better gear in the game, and then I can finally set some materia in the slots. But that's gonna do it for me tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Please join me again on Monday, where we're gonna continue on in Sniper Elite 5, killing more Nazis. But until then, I'm Adam Wolf. This is Final Fantasy XIV, and I'll see you guys later.